a little later on. But I want to bring in at this stage Samantha Graham, DA Shadow Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure. She joins us now via Zoom. Samantha, Happy New Year to you. Another way, obviously, to start off the new year on a good note. Talk to us about your information that you're receiving and your understanding of if there was any risk assessment done in terms of those buildings.
Good morning, Blaine, and thank you. Happy New Year to you and all the viewers. Blaine, after the fire in March, I was contacted by an official in the department, a whistleblower, who advised me that a report had been commissioned last year, in 2020, regarding the various safety issues around the parliamentary precinct. This person advised me that the report had been completed and then submitted to the officials, but that this was being withheld from the minister. I then submitted a parliamentary question to the minister in September, and she responded to me towards the middle of September to say that she had finally received the report on the 17th of September 2021, although the report had actually been finalized in September 2020. From what I could gather from the whistleblower, there were around 30 findings in that report, as well as a recommended treatment plan to address some of the risks and areas of concern. The minister, I had requested a copy of the report. The minister said that she had then submitted the report to the Speaker of the National Assembly, who was going to meet with the Internal Audit Committee of Parliament, and that this should all be finalised by the end of September. We've subsequently not had any sight of that report since we requested it. In the interim, I submitted a further question to the minister to ask what had been done with respect to the treatment plan around the issues raised and the risks identified, and whether or not they had started anything and what the progress was on that. I'm still awaiting a response on that question, which was published, as far as I can recall, around the 18th of November. So the concern here is that, that the department was sitting with a report for over a year, which highlighted grave concerns around safety at the parliamentary precinct. The minister has had the report since September, as has the Speaker, and to date we have had no feedback as to whether anything has been done to address the issues raised in that report.
So let's take a step back and try to understand this. You say a whistleblower came to you, then they said that a report was commissioned in 2020. Please correct me if I'm wrong in any of the facts that you have given us. The minister caught sight of this report in September 17, 2021. You said there's 30 findings. Help us understand with regards to the parameters of such a report. How often is a report like this commissioned? Who commissions a report such as this? And what do you think the findings were?
Look, the minister herself apparently commissioned this report. So she's come out on record following my question. She came out on record to say that she had commissioned the report, but that it had been withheld from her for over a year. The reasons for the report, I gather, were that there were a number of issues that had been identified as being of concern, particularly around safety within the parliamentary precinct. So what those 30 findings were, the person who was the whistleblower who informed me about the report was very, very loath to give me detail because they were asking me to try and access the report. I tried through a number of avenues to access the report, and obviously we've also put in a request to the Speaker to get a copy of the report, and I've asked through our portfolio committee for a copy of the report. The report has been withheld from the portfolio committee. So what the issues were, however, the whistleblower phoned me after the fire in March and said that the March fire was a prime example of some of the concerns or issues that had been flagged in that report. This is why I'm concerned that possibly this fire could have been preventable had this report A, been published earlier, and B, some of the treatment plan mitigations put into place.
Just to be absolutely clear, you have not seen this report leaked or otherwise? No version of this report?
I have been absolutely unable to get a copy of this report from anybody, and I have tried a number of sources. Even the person who sent it to me refused to send the report. It is that inflammatory.
Samantha, give us your personal experience walking through the halls of Parliament. Anything that jumps out at you in terms of anything physically that you see that raises alarm bells?
Blaine, I must be fair. I'm a relatively new member of Parliament. I started in 2019. I think that Parliament is the most beautiful place in the entire world to work in and to be a part of. I'm absolutely blessed to be a member of Parliament. But I have heard from the older guard things like a number of the brass fittings have disappeared. There just seems to be a lackluster approach to maintenance. If you go into some of the older unused rooms, they're shambolic. So there are definitely issues. The fact that there was already a fire in March is of concern. The fact that they potentially haven't even addressed the causes of that fire. We still haven't received a report in our portfolio committee as to what that fire involved, what caused it, and where they were with respect to the repairs around it. So looking at the way the parliamentary precinct as well as the parliamentary villages have been taken care of, facilities management is very, very poor at the moment with respect to the public works and infrastructure portfolio.
Samantha Graham, DA Shadow Minister for Public Works and Infrastructure, we thank you very much indeed for your insight. Be well. All right, no doubt we will reach out to the Minister of Public Works and